So now that we have our pockets, our slip pockets attached to one body lining panel and our zipper pocket on the other one, we now need to start assembling our lining. So we'll start by seaming the bottom end of our lining. So just put them right sides together and pin the bottom seam. You can use clips if you prefer. Okay, so we'll head over to the sewing machine and we will stitch that bottom seam. Okay, so I'm just going to put my regular foot back on. I'm going to stitch with a stitch length of 2.4 and my seam allowance is 1 centimetre 3/8 of an inch. Like that. So now we'll go over to the ironing board and we'll press that seam open. So now that we have stitched our bottom seam, we need to press the seam open. I'm just going to press it first to one side, then to the other side, and then pressing it open. And pressing from the right side as well. Like that. Now that we have our bottom seam pressed open, we need to bring our sides together and pin them. Same on the other side. Threads and things everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the sewing machine and stitch those two sides. So now I'm going to stitch my seams with a stitch length of 2.4 and a seam allowance of 1 centimetre 3/8 of an inch. And the other side. like that. Now we're going back to the ironing board to press those seams open. So now we need to press our side seams open. Like that. So now that we have pressed our seams open, we need to form our corners ready for stitching. So just bring those together, right sides together, match up your seams. Seams are open, and pin. Repeat for the second corner. Like that. Now we're going to head over to the sewing machine and stitch our two corners. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch my corners. Let's flatten that down. And we're stitching using a stitch length of 2.4, seam allowance of 1 centimetre, 3/8 of an inch. Second corner. Just flattening that so it doesn't get in the road of the camera. And there we have our corners. So now that we have stitched the corners, I'm just going to trim those corners back to about 6 millimeters, 1/4 of an inch, just to reduce a little bit of the bulk that's going to be in your corners. Like that. Now I don't actually trim the lining side seams because I don't think it's needed, but if you wanted to you could, but I don't. Okay, now we're getting to the exciting bit. Woohoo!